Right, Alan, here's one for you.
Go on.
Pole rig winders. Now, I've used Reeve ones for years, and I love them, to be fair. Very, very good. You struggle to get them anymore, though, in the different sizes for different jobs. I've tried everywhere to get certain sizes, and you just can't. Can't even get them in store here anymore. So, what do we use? What's the best on offer, first of all, for commercial fishing? And then we're going to talk about some winders for big floats, for the rivers and stuff. But commercials first.
God, Tom, that is a boring question. They're only a piece of plastic. You can use anything to wind a pole float rig
No,
down.
you can't, though, can you? You
Of
can't.
course you can. Or if you're like me, you just make rigs up on bank as you go along. Nowadays, even just like basic pole winders have come on in leaps and bounds, haven't they? So,
Oh, definitely.
in leaps and bounds. So for me, the most popular two nowadays are probably the Matrix,
Yeah.
and you can buy these in a couple of different options.
Let's have a look at them. So I have got some of these actually. Yeah. Okay.
So you've got your Matrix ones, you've got your Map ones, and you've got your Preston ones.
Let's be honest, right? It's realistic though. So I'm just looking at the sizes. So these are all right for your little floats, 4x10s.
But them's perfect for most of your commercial floats.
You said that. They're not.
Yeah,
they're
they
not.
are.
No, they're not. They're too short.
Are they?
Yeah, they are. If you try putting a 4x14 float on one of them, that's too short. You'd need that one. Honestly,
Yeah.
I've tried it.
Well, I only fish down edge and ditch, so that's perfect for me. But a lot of floats, up to 4x10s, 4x12s, certain 4x14s, that is like I would say for a
100%.
commercial
Shallow
float.
edge fishing, beautiful little floats, and then you've got that one for the next size up. I'm
Yeah,
guessing.
that's what I call my bread and butter pole winder size,
Yeah.
because that you can fit anything on from a 4x10s up to a 4x16s, 4x18s in your own personal favourites, your Chiantis.
Oh yeah.
You can fit all them onto them size winders. So that and that one. It doesn't matter which make you get, they're all much of an
And looking
option.
at they are these days, aren't they? Because the Preston Matrix Map,
Yeah.
they've all got the plastic sliding.
sliding sides to put your
Yeah.
loops on so you don't have line all over in your rigs. One feature I do like with the Matrix ones, and I did pick this up off Jamie Hughes when I watched one of his videos, and it does make a lot of sense because I've thought about this in the past, and it does bug me a bit. I am terrible for leaving my rigs on winders for a long time.
Yeah.
Alan Scotthorne will die when I have rigs on winders for a year, 2 years. It don't bother me. Especially if I haven't used them, it doesn't really bother me that they've been on a winder for a long time. Alan, if he don't use a rig on a Monday, he's took it off the winder, chopped it all up and retied it for a Wednesday. He is a nightmare with but that's why he's a 5 times world champion and I'm nobody, basically. But one tip I did really like off what Jamie Hughes said about pole winders is with the Matrix one, can you see there, Tom? Where you put your bottom loop, i.e. for your hook length,
Yeah.
they've put it so far up the winder.
I see.
So instead of it being right on the end,
Yeah, so you're not going to kink
you
next to your
don't
hook
get,
length.
you don't know, not so much on your hook length, it's your loop
Yes.
of where you tie your hook length onto.
Yeah, just above that loop, there's no kink. Yeah,
there's
I see.
no kink at all because they're actually already round the winder. So when they're pulled tight, they're actually straight. Whereas when they come off the end of the winder,
Yeah.
they've got a flat bit at the bottom because it's got to pull over the end.
That makes sense.
Can you see what I mean?
100%, yeah.
And with them, you don't get that little bit. That even though it's only tiny, it can make a lot of difference to how your hook length sticks off your
Absolutely, sticks out, yeah.
sticks out off your rig. So for me, that is a real good feature with the Matrix ones. Is that when you do put your rigs on them, if you don't use hook length straight away, which most people don't because you don't know what hook and hook length you're going to need till you get to your peg. That is a really good feature, I think, on the Matrix winders.
So that's good. Lots of options for commercials there. And I can see there's the odd bigger one here, like there's these, for example, which would take like up to 2 grand probably.
Yeah, River Boys.
But, right, what about, this is where I run into difficulty. I love my river fishing, as you know. I've got some big flat floats. I've got the old Reeve big black winders that I love.
Yeah.
I haven't found much to replace them.
Yeah, well, that's easy, that one, Tom. You want some of these. You want some of these.
Okay, so these are
Stomfo, and basically these are flat float winders. You get
Right.
4 in a pack.
Yeah,
So I will quickly demonstrate what happens when you get a pack. So obviously you open it up. You get 4 of these, and the good thing with these is you just never ever squash a float.
yeah.
They are so protected, and as I say, you've got 2 sizes. You've got that what I class as the standard size, so what's that, 30 centimetres I would say,
Yeah,
which will do most flat floats from a gram up to 5, 6, 7, 8 gram.
Yeah.
And then you've got the big ones for your
huge ones, 50 grammars or whatever.
50 grammers, 20 grammars, what you use on river for the barbel and what have you. So basically all you do is, there's 4 in a pack. Bit of Meccano. So you've got that side
Yeah,
and you've got that side.
yeah.
So all you do, line them up,
I think even I could manage that.
give them a good squash. You'll just hear them click in when you...
I heard him click then, I think, at
Did
that
you hear
end.
them?
Yeah, I did.
And hey presto, you've got a perfect flat float winder, especially obviously now we're into river season.
Brilliant.
So you get 4 of them.
That's brilliant, isn't it?
You get 4 of them in a pack. You also get some elastic bands with them.
Right.
And you go, what are you going to do with your elastic band? Well, as you can see, on the side, you've got your little tag where your pole rig wind anchor will go on
Yeah.
to catch your rig. But on the back, can you see them little grooves?
Yeah.
Now, all they are for is for these little elastic bands. You can use a piece of pole float rubber if you pole elastic if you ain't got these with you or whatever. But when you put your flat floats on the winders,
Yeah.
sometimes they obviously because of the size of the float, they sit up.
Yeah.
And what you do with the little winder, with the elastic bands, is put them onto the hooks, and it stops them from riding up.
Got you.
So they can't ride up and break. And that is what them elastic bands are for, is to stop your floats from riding up and moving about in your case.
Makes sense.
So I am just going to, while you're there, stood there, you can just have a pan about in shop, and I'm just going to show you something, what I do with my flat float winders, because I just carry half a dozen, because we use them a lot as well on the Ayr and Calder Canal and the New Junction. National coming up on that canal this summer. You're definitely going to need some flat floats for the canal, and you're going to need sizes on average between 1 gram and 3 grams.
Yeah.
And that's all you need. You only need like 3 or 4, but I'm just going to show you a little trick that I do with my winders for keeping them in for the canal. So you'll just have a pan about, Tom.
Right. He's disappeared. Where's he going? Oh, I see. I see what he's on with.
This is one of the Guru. It's just an EVA case.
Yeah.
But for flat floats, you ain't even got none of us have got a winder tray, have we? What
No.
that'd fit in either.
No.
But so what I do, and as I say, because I just fish on canal mainly, I only have to carry a few. So if you get one of these little EVA tubs like that,
Yeah.
you can fit.
Oh, look at that. Yeah.
You can fit 4 in that way.
Yeah.
And if you wanted to, then you can put 4 in
Back
that
to
way.
front.
So you
Ah.
can fit 8 of them winders into that.
Got you.
And then you can just leave that in your car.
Yeah.
Because if most of the time, 90% of the time on canal, we don't need
Don't
flat
even need
floats.
them, yeah.
So you can just leave that in your van, in your car, but you've always got them on your shelf at home. You've always got something, put a nice little label on, river flat floats, canal flat floats, and you can just take one of them to wherever you're going. They're all nicely secured. It's in a nice case as well, so your floats and everything are never going to get damaged.
Yeah.
And it's just something to transport them in. But I just think that's a nice little way of transporting my flat floats.
Love it.